all to my YouTube lecture on implementation levels of virtualization. Myself Navina, Assistant Professor IT Department from Nanda College of Technology. So what is virtualization? As we all know by the word virtual, we are creating something imaginary. So this virtualization means it is a computer architecture technology where we are having multiple virtual machines and we multiplex them in the same hardware machine. So what is the purpose of this virtual machine? Why do we go for virtual machine? By having a virtual machine, we can share the resources among many users very effectively. By doing this, we can improve the computer performance in terms of resource utilization and application flexibility. So what is the difference between traditional and virtual machine? So the traditional computer, it will be running with a host operating system which is specially tailored for the hardware architecture. So when we are having a hardware, when we are installing a OS in that, we can work in that particular computer which accordingly which the hardware is architecture is provided. So but when we apply for virtualization, we can have different user application. They're having their own operating system. We can call it as guest operating system. They can run on the same hardware which is independent of the host operating system. So in the traditional computer, we have all the resources, that is the hardware, and we have the host operating system, and we have the application. So the application is dependent on the host operating system, and that is dependent on the resources which is available for that particular system. When we do go for virtualization, we will be having the virtualization layer which is called hypervisor or VM. So we have the hardware running on the host operating system and we have the resources for that particular hardware. So the virtual machines, we can have lot of virtual machines. For each virtual machine, the application is dependent on the guest operating system which is having its own resources which is obtained from the hardware of the host operating system. So in a similar way, we can work more efficiently. We can do lot of work in the same time. So what are the layers do we have in a virtualization? So the virtualization software, it will be creating the abstraction of the virtual machines by having a virtualization layer at various levels. The first one is instruction set architecture layer, the hardware layer, the operating system layer, the library support level, and the application level. So we will see what are the application, the 5 abstraction levels. So in the instruction set architecture, ISA level, we will be having the abstraction levels such as Dynamo, Bird, QEMOU, Crusoe, and so on. Next we have the hardware abstraction layer level. Here we can implement software such as VMware, Virtual PC, Denali, Zen, L4, Plex 86, User Mode Linux, and Cooperative Linux. The next level, that is the operating system level, we can have virtual environment, jail, Nsims VP, FEM. Next in the library level, that is the user level API, we can have vCUDA, Visual Main Win, LX Run, Wine, WABI. Next in the application level, we can have the Java Virtual Machine JVM, .NET, and Panout. So we can have in different layers what are the softwares used. So when we do virtualization at the OS level, we have the hardware in the down. Next we have the standard operating system. Then we have the OS virtualization layer. Above that we have the virtual environment. So the virtualization layer is inserted inside the operating system to divide the hardware resources to the multiple virtual machines which can run their applications in the virtual environment. So what is the need of having this virtualization? So there are many advantages of extending the OS for virtualization. One is virtualizations at OS level have minimum startup or shutdown cost. And this virtualization machine can easily synchronize with its environment. This is a very big advantage. The disadvantage is all virtual machines in the OS container must have the same or similar guest operating system. By having so, based on the guest operating system, our system's flexibility and efficiency, everything will be changing. So, based on this, it will be restricting the flexibility of the different virtual machines on the same physical machine. I hope you all have understood what is virtualization and what are virtualization layers. Thank you.